Oh, there we go. Got that fixed. Alright, so for people just joining the stream, it just started, so anyone just joining or watching back, we are just building roads and that's all we're doing. Well, that wasn't meant to happen. Oh well. I'll still dump off what I got. And all this is rinse and repeat. Drive over, dump the sand, respawn, get sand, drive over, dump the sand, respawn, rinse and repeat. Now once we get a decent sized chunk done, we can go ahead and actually start putting down some asphalt and paving it properly. Probably start working on the other side there now. Probably dump this load of sand and then go ahead and flatten it out and see how far that takes us. And the reason now is from warehouse to harbor base, it is failing right here now. So it looks like there's a rut that they're running into. And I could probably just modify their path just a little bit so that way they stop going into this rut. Pull that just so that way they're not wearing a trench. But they're getting stuck right here, and here soon they're going to start getting stuck right here. So I need to start kind of building my road out and over and around this corner and see if I can't let's see if I can't just get my road out here and the connect right here with the bridge. Then depending on how well that works, we might go ahead and pave a bridge, or not pave a bridge, pave a road from this side of the bridge up to the warehouse. Depends. Because up here, we already have a road all the way up to this point. We don't need really any further. But I can go ahead actually and probably just pave up all the way to transit point, just so that way they don't try to start getting stuck right here or right here. And there's a little wet spot right here, and a little, it doesn't look wet, but it's definitely drove on. So we might pave the road. We might even pave up to this bridge too, just right butt up to it, and we might. It depends. We'll see how far we get. Actually, what I'm gonna do, here's what I'm gonna do. Because I noticed it when I was just over there. So let's hurry up, get over here, over here, over here. Go, go, go. So right here, there's this big sand pit I'd already dumped, or this pit I dumped sand into. I'm gonna dump a lot of sand right here, maybe 2 or 3 more loads right here. That way I can push it along the side, get it up as far up here as I can go, and over here. So that way when I make the road, I can actually smooth this out. Because a lot of the problem with the smoothing is if you don't have a wide enough spot, you're just gonna have lower troughs here or maybe here, and then you end up with a road half and half, one side higher than the other. So maybe if I split this out further on either side, when I do go to make the actual road, it'll be nice and smooth because it'll be just pushing nothing off to the side. So that's probably what we're gonna do right now. Just start dumping a bunch of sand. Yeah, because see this right here, I know the sand's gonna start trying to fill up a lot of these crevices, so I would like to probably go ahead and dump as much as I can into this, so that way it doesn't take away from the actual road and leave me with hardly anything. And I think one more should do just enough. Because the sand actually goes pretty far for each bucket load. So that should be more than plenty to sit there and start pushing some of the sand off. Alright, so we'll go ahead and drop off this sand here. And then we will hopefully not get stuck. Start pushing this sand because you see we got quite a bit. Need to start pushing it and see how far it gets us. And then we can hopefully start paving a bit more of the road. But this last little bit here should give us plenty of sand to work with and not lose it because of those giant crevices.
Thanks for the sub.
I think I might have had my mic off, just in case. Let me say it again. Terry King, thanks for the sub. Happy to have you here. I was confused what that noise was in my ear, because that's never worked before. Put the brakes on here. I think that's pretty much as even as I'm going to get it. Now we got the fun job. Thinking hopefully this thing can get out of here. Might have to give it a couple nudges. Come on, baby, you got this. Yeah! Alright, we're gonna come at it from this way. There we go. Now we can go ahead and start widening out our path a little bit here. If this thing stops trying to glide around on me. What's going on here? Stop. I might as well get this part now, since it's going to force me to do over. Let's try that again without the interference of the rock. There we go. It's always better when you don't hit rocks. And I don't want to go too far up because I want to leave some room for sand and some pushback. But we will get as much of this done as we can right here. Now push that rock back. There we go. Stay out of the way. No one likes you. Just gonna even this out right here. We'll be set. There we go. Even this out right here. Perfect. Now we can go ahead and bring the, actually, I'm not sure what the roller's called, what the technical name for it is. I know this thing's called the bunker. But we'll bring the roller out here. We'll get this flattened down, and then we'll go grab more sand, and it'll continue again. just wish this thing can go faster than 1 mile an hour. There we go. What is the roller called? The Cateau. Okay, well. The name I'll never really remember. Just gonna call it the roller. Come on, baby, you got this. I might put sand there and try to fix that. I don't know. There we go. Let's get this stuff right here fixed. God, this thing has no turning capability. There we go. Now we just roll back. And it does the work for us. Supposedly, it says you can have this set to do it automatically. Personally, it's more fun to be the one to do it. What's the point of micromanaging if you're not the one doing it? We'll have to come back and do one last swath. That's okay. This is probably the nicest patch of road I've made. I would definitely say that is the smoothest patch of road I've made. Now we're just gonna fill up with sand and start it all over again. Helps if the brake's not on. Up over that. Beautiful. You can see my road work has not been very satisfactory, but I think I've got the hang of it now. because this patch right here was arguably the best I think I've ever done. I have no idea what I'm gonna do about all the rocks right here. We might have to just go around it. So start dumping right about here. This is pretty much just the pattern. Back and forth, back and forth. I would say it'd be easier to have a crew, but unfortunately I don't have anyone to work with, so it has to all be done solo. I do wish I had a bigger dump truck though. Probably gonna have to switch to a one-lane road here just because of these big rocks, but I guess we don't have to just yet. There we go. I want to be close to the edge here. Perfect. Oops. Saw a lot of the reviews. Some of them were quite negative on this game because I guess people thought this was going to be the very same as Snow Runner and Mud Runner. And while I agree that they could have made it more like those two games, I feel like that would have distracted a lot from, you know, the fact that you are building roads. This isn't about logging and taking stuff through muddy countryside where, you know, life hardly sees the light of day. This is about repairing infrastructure after a natural disaster. So I feel like a lot of the negative reviews where they criticize it for not being like Snow Runner or Mud Runner, I feel like are unfounded and probably from people confused or not understanding why it's not like the two previous games. Like, I get it, it would have been more fun if it had a lot of those features. Like 100% it'd been a lot of fun. But I'm satisfied with just having this and being able to build roads unimpeded. Like, there's nothing stopping me from doing this. There's no time limit, there's no character nagging in my ear trying to tell me to hurry up and get moving to the next project. No, it's they shut up, I'm now free to do this. There's not a lot of games that let you just screw around like this and let you just build roads. I don't have to be building this road. There's nothing for me to be building this road. I'm not going to gain anything. It's just fun building roads. The controls are also, like, very nice. Like, being able to use, like, number 1 or 2 to sit there and do that, or just using the mouse click to do this. That's just really awesome. Yeah, there's nothing stopping me. Like, I have no reason to be building the road that I'm building. It's just because I want to build a road. My next endeavor is I'm going to build a road from right there across. I'll dump as much sand in there that I need to sit there and build a road right across. Can't build a bridge. Too far to build a bridge, unfortunately. But I can build a road. I have seen nothing that tells me that the sand that I'll dump into that water will disappear. But this is one of those things, I started it, now I want to finish it. And building this road to that bridge is exactly what I started to do. Gotta be careful, don't want to lose sand. I will say the physics in this game are just amazing as well. Might need more sand right here. We'll do 1 or 2 dumps on the other side, and then we'll go ahead and level it out. That way I don't have to keep climbing over sand mounds. Plus it'll help me to see where I need to put more sand. I did see they have a mod page. You have to sign up for it though. I am wondering if there's any mods, or will be any mods. It's going to probably take a week or 2 weeks before any real serious mods start being made. But I would like to see a mod come out that makes the trucks move just a touch faster or accelerate faster. Because this thing is such a slog to get going to speed. Once you're at speed, you're great, but getting to speed, oh my gosh. Don't lose sand. It's the getting to speed that's really like, that's the killer here. Right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna dump the sand on the side over here, as far to the side. Dump it right here. That way it'll be pushed more to the center, right? We'll get one more, dump it, and then we should be good. We could probably go ahead and start flattening it out. There we go. Last one here, then we'll see what we got. See, look at this. You're stuck in like 3rd gear forever. Alright, this is where we're gonna have to be careful. Don't lose sand. Ooh, got close there. There we go. I'm gonna park on the other side here. I don't think it'll push it up to this point. Maybe just a little bit further. See, I know they're gonna start getting stuck here soon. They're getting stuck on the other side of this little mound, but they'll start getting stuck over here. Alright. Let's find out what we got. Sand flattening. And we just gotta keep it all to the side. There we go, back it up. Like I said, we're gonna try to form this into a single lane. So we'll get up as close to those rocks as we can, make it a single lane. And then it'll expand back out to normal. Don't worry, I'm not trying to make this perfect just yet. I'm just making me a path so my truck can get through easier. While also evaluating where I'm going to need more sand at. Yeah, because see, there's no way this is gonna work like that. No way. Although I will say that the road definitely, if I made that into a road, it'd still be better than the Kilpatrick Turnpike in Oklahoma. That is the worst toll road I've ever been on. There we go. I think that filled in real nice. I'll just go ahead and get this guy parked on the side here and we'll go get more sand. Yep. Whoa. Don't throw me now. I'm sure there is a bigger dump truck, or at least one that just has a higher sand capacity. I just can't be bothered to play far enough into the game to get it, to just come back. Besides, it's kind of like a unique challenge to build such I wouldn't say a nice road. Nothing about this road here is nice, but there's definitely something, you know, challenging about trying to build a long stretch of road with what is, they call it the rusty version, so like these are the very basic, you can't get rid of version. So you're stuck with these, but you can buy the newer ones. Like, I guess if you get enough money, you can buy the newer ones. So using these old, junky, rusted ones to build such a long stretch of road, I just like that challenge. I think I'm going to try to do this differently. Instead of trying to climb over the piles, I'm going to start back here and I'm going to make my way to it. We don't get stuck now. You going back up? There we go. Don't lose the sand. Not yet. Beautiful. You save time also by just teleporting back to Harbor Base. The closest place you can get sand from. There we go. Don't get thrown. There we go. Perfect. Flawless execution. Give me a dump truck, a steamroller, and a paver with a bulldozer, and I'll build all the roads in Africa they want. I can't promise they'll be good roads, but they'll be at least roads. I can't say road building is my professionality. It's more like box stacking in Star Citizen. I can stack boxes with the best of them, but building roads, this is a new avenue for me. Hang on, I want this tree gone. Get out of here. That was worth it. There we go. I don't think I can make this turn, can I? Oh, she's gonna be close. Look at that. Nice and clean. See, what would be nice is, why can't I take one of these shipping containers? You know one of these is empty. Give me like this green one right here. Fill it with sand. Let me dump all that out there. Oh my god, that'd be perfect. Give me one of those, what do they call them? Belly loaders or belly dumps? So it's like one of those trailers that has the hatch on the bottom, right? And it opens that hatch and all the like feed and grain or whatever will dump out the bottom of it. I think they call them belly loaders. Give me one of those. Oh my gosh, I'll sit there. I can get this going. We will smooth this out eventually, I do promise that. There we go. This is gonna be fun. I know I missed a little bit, but don't worry, the sand that we're going to be using is definitely going to cover that. I would like to use that, I don't know what it's called. It's the tracked vehicle that you can use to recall vehicles to if you need to. But it costs fuel, that purple canister up on the upper right. It costs fuel to use it. I don't know if it's like a distance-based thing, so like, the further away you are, the more fuel it costs to sit there and do that. Or if it's based on the vehicle, like this one might be 1. Or this vehicle might be worth 2, but like the little asphalt paver might be worth 1, you know? I'm not sure if it's a size cost or a distance cost. This will connect the 2 pieces here. And then... yeah, maybe we can keep it as a two lane. Doesn't need to be. Honestly, it's being overly nice to make it a 2 lane the whole way. Nope, I lied. Gonna need 1 more. Didn't think I was. Looks like I am, though. Not much. I think the reason I need another one is I kind of got stuck. What we'll do is we'll dump just a touch. Not a lot of sand, just a touch. And then we'll grab a couple, say maybe 3 for the other side. And see how that works out. Because then we should have plenty to start paving. It's going to be at least, what, 200 feet, 300 feet? I think about 200. I should repave over this. I don't even know where that sand came from. Oh. All right. So, Very carefully, we got to get just a little bit of sand there. Come on, dump out. Too much. That's fine. That works. We're just gonna come back here. Kind of close to where the start is. We're gonna dump what little bit we have. Right about there. Perfect. Cutting corners there. Yeah, right there. I'm going to start right there, and I'm going to build a road across. Not paying attention. Woohoo! Got a little excited there. Actually, you know what? I might start right here. Might start like right down there. I might build me a road straight across. I think I can do it. Or I can start right here since there's already a nice little path right there. Build a nice little road across. I don't see a reason why I can't. Gonna take a lot of sand. But based on this road here that I've built, I think using a lot of sand is pretty much my specialty. And again, just to say, it won't be a good road, but it will be a road. You will be able to drive on it, but you might need a chiropractor after. I see right here, these rocks are just in the way. I could probably move them, but I don't want to be bothered with it. Okay. Not very nice. Need that sand. I would say let's go ahead and try dumping this and then try to flatten some of it out. Oh, I was wondering why I was going so slow. I still had low gear engaged. That was my bad. I'm sorry. Now, apparently, I was messing with it a little bit last night. I didn't mess with it too much. The bulldozer has a manual mode, so you can raise and lower it manually. And from what I saw last night, you can put it on the ground and you can move, like, I don't want to say the dirt because it's really more like mud, but you can move it. And now I'm curious as to, come on, baby. Where'd that rock go? Did that rock move? Oh, if it didn't, that means we can absolutely just keep going. Alright, we'll dump this right here and we'll just keep going. I'll move this out of the way first. But yeah, see, you have like manual. You can put it like on the ground. You can like kind of terraform. I didn't mess with it too much, but like if you can terraform, that would probably make building roads a little easier, because then you should be able to move these rocks out of the way a little easier. Okay, we gotta go a little slow here. Like I said, this should connect. Yep. Ooh, look at that wave. Physics are so good. Just gotta flatten down. Ran over that rock pretty good. Oh, that rock right there is gonna be... gonna be in the way. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be in the way. Be perfect. I do need to get this thing back out of the way. Stupid rocks, get out of my way. I'm gonna freaking get scoliosis with all these rocks. We'll put this in marching mode. Yeah, I would say from right here to here, that's about 300 feet, right? At least 200. But we're almost there. We've almost got our objective of getting to that bridge. We just gotta get around that bend. There'll be a left turn and about, I don't know, about maybe 100 feet from the turn to the bridge. I do need to come back and pave over that. It's going to bother me until I do. Not paying attention. I looked away for a second. Yeah, this is probably my best stretch of road. It's still not even all that good. Line this up just a little bit better. Let's take a look. I like it. One or two more like that, we should have enough to at least get to that bend. Yeah, see, like, that's a lot. This stretch here, about equal length. I can English. I think for now, let's just build the road over here to this cross section, and then see what they can do, because they're getting stuck right here at this bend. So if we pave around this, they shouldn't get stuck anymore. One more, you think? One more? Probably just to get that last little bit right there. I think one more. Okay, last one, last one. I promise, last one. Then we'll go ahead and we'll start actually road building. We'll go ahead and actually put down the pavement. Here we go, make the turn. I just gotta try not to get stuck here. There we go. Let's go ahead and get out of the way here. Perfect. Now we'll go ahead and start actually flattening the road proper. Probably could have gotten a little closer since I know this thing's going to be on the slow end here. Alright, we'll start grading from this side and we'll slowly move our way over. Only problem is with doing large stretches of road, you actually have to back all the way up. Huh. My tracks were going away. That's pretty cool. Alright. Come to this side. I feel like this side is for some reason higher. I don't know why. That's because it is. Alright, well, we'll fix it. Nope, it's not that. That rock is going to be so annoying to get rid of. And yeah, we're going to have to go over this a couple times just to make sure it's right. Because the bunker, the pavement placer thing, doesn't like bumps very well. I need to come back and place some dust right here, or some sand right here, just so that way it doesn't, take that steep dive like that. There we go. See? Perfect. We just go back to the other side and we do it again. I might need to place some sand there because that is kind of a noticeable dip. See, notice that? That little ridge right there? Why we gotta keep going back over it and make sure all the sand is evened out. Do a couple ripples on the right hand side. Technically it's left now, but when you're facing forward it's the right hand side. Should be able to get over that pretty easily. There we go. This should be the last pass over. Oh, this rock is gonna suck, ain't it? There we go. Push it down there. I don't see any major bumps, so we shouldn't get stuck. Now, if I do turn on the asphalt destruction, how low does that go? Goes like that? Right. Can I at least push this rock out of the way with it then? The answer to that question was no. Because see, my fear, if I turn on manual and I go down, is that going to mess up my sand to push these rocks out of the way? Does not appear so. Come on, push them out just the... Okay, there we go. Alright. I'll grab this rock too. There we go. I just wanted those rocks out of the way. Sure you understand. Alright, bunker. I'll fix that eventually, I swear. I promise I'll fix it. As always, we'll start on the right side and move to the left. I'm sure the newer version of this thing wouldn't get stuck as often. But I'm dedicated to the task. It's old, but not useless. Ooh, I see some unevenness. That might be a problem. Stay in control. Get away from the hill. There we go. And we'll stop just shy. I know for a fact I didn't get that, and I'm not going to be satisfied until it does. There we go. Now this dip here might... Oh no, it wasn't bad at all. There we go. Oh, I'm getting stuck on something. See, you get a little stuck on these little bumps here and then you can't do nothing about it. I'll make a couple patches. I just needed to get around that rock. I couldn't turn. There we go. I'm getting stuck again. Come on. You got this, buddy. I believe in you. I'm losing faith. Losing faith real quickly. I know technically this thing's not made for this. And by this I mean my sloppy work. Wrong way. There we go. Come on, baby. I think there was a spot over here I missed, if I'm not mistaken. There was, yeah. I don't really know if I should try to get that fixed right there. There's that fixed. Screw it, I'll try. I don't know if it'll work. Can't believe it's actually being able to do this. There we go. Bring in a little steamroller. Is it actually flattening that? It looked like it did. That'd be nice. Would also be nice if this thing had a highway mode, so that way it could get up to speed a little bit faster. Work mode and drive mode. Drive mode gets you at least 20 miles an hour, and work mode gets you this. Funny enough, this thing has a low mode for whatever reason. Makes it even slower. Go. Come on. Nope. And now I missed that spot, and I'm not gonna miss it. Here we go. Driving backwards is not the easiest thing. Not sure why it didn't want that spot right there. There's another spot that it did that to earlier in the road. Go park this on the back side of this one. Well, maybe. It's got a 5-year turning radius, so you gotta just be careful. There we go. Look at that. You can see the imperfections in the road. You can see the very clear divots and everything. I don't remember that. Was that one really that bad over there? Ooh, it was. It looked fine when it was just sand. But hey, look at this. From this angle, you can see the bridge. Oh, you can't see it from here, but... From here, you can see the bridge. It's over there. Right quick, I want to go see where it is they're getting stuck at. Because I know for a fact they can get at least through this. They're getting stuck right here in this turn. Why? What is over here they're getting stuck on? Oh, they're getting stuck right here. We're gonna have to sit there and pave that because there's no way they're gonna get through all this. Yep, you can... I might not get through this. Okay, I can see why they're getting stuck. Looks like we can pave up to right about here and it would be fine. This doesn't seem to be part of that bad area. I don't know if they can make a rut in the road. But yeah, I can see why they're getting stuck now. And if we tried to go this way, is there any ruts? Oh, right here, yeah. Okay. Makes sense. Duly noted. So now we just gotta build from right here. Wow, look at that rut I left. I see why they're getting stuck. If I could say one thing to the company that made this game, I think it's like Sabertooth or something like that. I'm pretty sure Africa does not get, especially since I think this is in South Africa, I don't believe they get this much rain. Now, I could be wrong. I'm not a meteorologist. I'm not sure of the weather patterns of South Africa. But I think it's safe to say they do not get as much rain as this game likes to portray. Although, if you know if they do or don't, let me know. That'd be something I'm interested in learning about. It's not even, but it's still pretty good. Oh, pretty much just ate up all that water. Honestly thinking here, though, I don't believe the sand can rut. As in, like, driving over it 100,000 times in the game, it's not going to make a rut or a depreciation or a depression. I don't know what you would say. Like, it's not gonna form like an obvious pattern of where you're constantly driving. So if I made the whole thing sand and I didn't pave it, I think it operates just as well as a paved road. I think the paving is just for show. I don't know. I haven't played enough. I only have about 11 hours into it, plus the additional hour 44 I've been live. But from what I've seen over the constant driving of the sand, it doesn't like shift once you drive on it. Like once you place it down and you flatten it, it doesn't change. So maybe it would be just better and faster just to make a freaking sand road. But it seems like once you place it and flatten it, that's it. That's done. But who knows, maybe they can make ruts and you can't. So like if they keep driving over the sand, they'll destroy it, but you can keep doing it because obviously you're the one that needs to do it. Don't get stuck, don't get stuck, don't get stuck. Please, please, please. Thank you. Appreciate you. We're making good headway. I say as I only dump the second thing of sand. Ooh, took that a little too tight. I do wonder if I had a crew, say, you know, a couple of my friends, I say a couple of my friends, I only have one friend, but say my friend and he got his friends and we all did this together, because I think this is up to 4 players? I think 4. Could be 4, could be 8. Could be the same numbers in Mud Runner, which I think is 4. Wonder how long it would take for everyone working together to make every road that's an actual road in here, like these dirt paths that they give you. Wonder how long it would take to pave them. Like if you just started and just went from start to end, how long would it take? I have a feeling there's going to be a YouTube video on that eventually. Probably from a guy under the handle of like Bob the Builder. Just because I'm not happy with how much sand is placed here. There we go. That's a little bit better. It just looked a little too low. I promise not to hit that thing again. I'll take a wider berth. You know, now thinking about it, looking at all this junk that's laying all over, this game honestly needs to pair with the people that made Viscera Cleanup. because I would be 100% down to not only pave these roads, but go to like places like that harbor base, and use like a road sweeper or something like that to clean up the junk, and then like use a dump truck to like dump it off at like a recycling plant or whatever, or a trash yard. I'd be 100% down for that. That should be a DLC. Just because I know someone might ask, well, how much you'd be willing to pay for that DLC? The answer is yes. I'd pay like maybe 40 bucks for that DLC. Like, that is how on board with it I am. Oh, we got a little jump coming up. Just blast through it, yeah. Don't like that, but it's fine. Let's go ahead and get the other side started now. That way I don't have to keep chugging through water. Like, see, look at all this trash. Can you imagine having like a road sweeper or something that could sit there and clean up all this mess? And then you just load it into like a big trash compactor or a dump truck like this, and you just get rid of it. Sign me up. I will play that. Going off-road? It's like... We'll get over here, dump the sand. We'll probably have to do it twice. Yeah, one more just for that side over there. Yes. Whoops. Well, I'll show you. I'll show you when I get back. I'll show you what I mean. Alright, see now I'll show you what I mean over here. This spot right here is going to take a lot of sand. So I want to make sure, oops, that I give it plenty. I'll go get one more, and I'll probably dump it right there in the middle. And that should be a good start. We should be able to round this out a little bit. Woohoo! The little jiffy there. I didn't think this through. We'll just go this way. Hey, it works. Whoops. Else if I don't reactivate it. There we go. Gotta go over that again because that don't look great. Try to get a little closer to the edge here so that way it'll push off where it needs to. Come a little over here. I just want to make sure I don't eat too much into that one. There we go. Perfect. See, it ate into that corner. We might need more. In fact, I'd say we probably will. We'll go over it one more time, hit it again. Yeah, we're gonna need a little bit more for that corner, right by where that rock is. But for now, it looks as though we've got a pretty good foundation here for sand. We might need some back here too. I'll dump more sand actually back here. Try to do a little light sprinkle. Got to push this the rest of the way over. That way there's no sudden dives. Good enough for now. You can definitely see all the little bumps in there. So we're going to probably get some more sand piled up near here by the start of the road. But for now, stop it. We just go get more. Come on, go. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Also, you don't just have a cab camera. I'll show it off when we get to a part of the road that doesn't try to kill me. Wish you could put up guardrails. God dang, that'd be a neat feature. There we go. You also have like a cinematic camera. Pretty nice. I don't use it very often. There you go. I don't know why you would need it, but it's there. There we go. Perfect. Like I said, I am going to dump some sand back here just because this is a major spot that's going to need it. That eats away at that spot. I'm stuck. That's fine. Let's get going. There we go. Hey. Off the sand. Come on, go. Burning daylight. Just in case, can you buy trucks? Shop. Oh, you can. What's this? Got it. Dump truck. Sand capacity, 10 tons. What's this one? What's the capacity of the one that I got? Doesn't say. Doesn't tell me how much. I would very much like to know what the capacity is. Are there other dump trucks that can be bought? Ooh, now see this one right here. This one would be real nice. You just like go in a circle? Oh, you do? Okay. Where's the dump trucks? I was just looking at it and I lost it, didn't I? There it is. Dump truck. I mean, I got enough for it. I really wish I knew what the capacity was of my other one. 'Cause I feel like this one is about the same. Just newer. I mean, we'll give it a shot. Oh, it's just a newer version. Got better mobility. Oh, hey, it's got sand in it. Look at that. LMC Master, how are you? I'm doing great. How about you today, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Oh, this thing definitely gets up to speed faster. Oh my god. I like this. Gets out a little bit faster on me, but that's okay. But no, LMC Master, how are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Drive 100 kilometers in any vehicle. I'm guessing it just means class of vehicle, because this is definitely not the vehicle I was driving before. We'll give this one a try, see how well it gets sand down. Whoops. Forgot to put diff lock on. Always have diff lock on. I would say it definitely carries about the same amount, but it definitely gets the speed faster. I might need to go ahead and get that one put back away. Oh yeah, no, this one's noticeably faster. This is what I signed up for. What's the inside look like? Oh, this was so nice. I'll have to appreciate it later. I like that's got my paint scheme that I chose. That's very nice. I'm assuming you could probably buy a bunch of these and then just have all your friends dumping sand. Missed the mark by a couple feet, but I'll fix that. We're in a rush. We got to get this laying down. Let's open the garage. Let's take this guy. Let's retain. That way I don't have to keep going around him. Parking brakes on. I do wonder what kind of drive axle this guy has in it. Is it going to be like a Meritor? Is it a Dana Spicer drive axle? Or the diff, is the differentials going to be Dana Spicer or are they Meritor? They could be PACCAR. Although this truck doesn't look like a PACCAR, so it's unlikely. What? Don't you be dumping sand on my nice road. Well, nice is, it's an optional word in there. I shouldn't have used it. Don't be, dumping sand on my, existing road. Because now I'll have to go over and pave it. Again. So here's where we're going to fix that little itty-bitty problem where I missed. There we go. Didn't mean to put that much. Ooh. Ooh, that's a big rut. That's going to have to take a lot of sand to put in, ain't it? Yep. Well, let's see how much sand. How much we gonna need to fix this? Stay away from that. And let's go ahead. Start laying this down. Ooh, yeah, that's gonna be fun. Stop. Let's go. Get this pushed to the side. Not bad. Let's go ahead and push this over and that over, and I think we should be good to at least start dumping some more sand into this spot to flatten out and make it all level. See, I don't want to eat into that one. Here we go. Back at it. Oh, these rocks are just so annoying. Nothing you can do about it, though. They're there. Should be good enough. You can see how much extra sand I've been using. Probably don't even need as much sand as I have been, because you can see it like it's tearing all that down. So I've got a lot of extra sand here I don't need. Starting to smooth out, become a lot nicer. One more time just to hit this edge. Then more sand we go. I'll do kind of like half on and off here. Can't, won't let me. Not smooth by any means, but I'll bring some more sand in. Actually surprised I did that. Or sand. This is not where I want to be. This is where I want to be. One question I do have is it did dump out just a little bit of sand from my truck onto the road. Oh, I hope it didn't affect it too much. Yes it did. It made a small sand pile. Now I have to come back through and blade down again. This is the worst road I think anyone has ever laid their eyes upon. Okay though, this is not a union job, so it does not have to actually be good. This is, well, kind of opposite of union. I'm pretty sure my guy is not really supposed to be here intentionally. Right. Why does it keep making me look back? Knew I wasn't gonna make it. Tried anyways. I'll fix that later. I'll probably fix that off stream. Let's take a look right quick where we need sand. We got a couple of old divots here and there that we'll need to iron out. But we just need to go back and forth with the thing. I know right here has a dip that we can't seem to fill. Come on. There we go. It didn't want that much, but okay. I was trying to be very careful. I did not succeed. It definitely does feel nice in here. Like, it really does look good. I do like that the mirrors work. Oh, it does. Okay. I'll say this truck doesn't have a after treatment, so it's pretty much like a dot violation. But nope, it's got its after treatment right there. No, those are its air tanks. Never mind. That's fuel tank. That's a fuel tank. Ooh, this thing's not got no after treatment. I work for Peterbilt, so I work with semi trucks. I know this thing is supposed to, depending on the year of this truck though. Like if this truck is I wouldn't say based on the inside. This is a newer one. This is probably like probably an 80s or 90s model truck, so it probably doesn't have to have after treatment. But some places want older trucks brought up to standards with it. And if you're in California, they just don't want you having a truck at all. I'm gonna hit that bump at full speed and see what happens. Now I'm curious to see if it'll take anything out. Technically, I don't have to hit it, but I'm going to. Nothing really exciting happened. That's sad. I was hoping it would, like, flip me over or something. There we go. I think one more dump right into the center. That's phrasing. One more load into the center, and then we should be good to try to follow up with some grading. Yeah, whoops. I was gonna show you, but then the thing decided to freak out. Don't hit it. Yeah. Nice dodge. Yeah, we should be able to sit there and iron out that last little bit right there. We should be good. will say the suspension on this thing is fantastic. Careful now. I do want just a little bit more right here, just in case. Because now we're getting to the part where we're going to have to start addressing the rut in the road. Now we have a whole bunch of blading to do. Oh, I said I was going to put some more in the center, what didn't I? Well, guess who was a liar? We're just gonna keep blading. I wish the steamroller actually could do subtle. Sorry, I don't mean to be yelling. I wish the steamroller could do some subtle flattening, because I know for a fact there's all these little ruts and bumps and everything in here. So it would be nice if the steamroller could just do, you know, like very subtle flattening to even things out without really shifting all the sand around that much. But as far as I can tell, it doesn't really even do that. Like, see this little bump right here? I should be able to technically use the steamroller to flatten that. I'm gonna go again on this one just to get out some little imperfections. Looking better. You can kind of still see a small channel, but I think the thing can do it. My focus is mainly just I want to get these ruts over here taken care of. I think I need to go over that again. I don't know, what do you think? I think I should? Probably. There's that little bump right there, isn't it? I'll hit it again. I don't want to, but I know the thing's gonna get stuck. Ooh, that's not good right there, that little bump. That's gonna be a problem. Did we get it? We just gotta move over. Just gotta keep pushing that rut out. I like it. Oh, I'm turning the wrong way. Okay, so now we'll... Ooh, this is gonna be a fun spot. We'll hit this, even though I don't plan on paving all the way out here. We'll hit that next. And then we hit it again. And then we can start trying to make the magic happen. Hit that spot again because you can see it. Got a rock, don't I? I see where I need to stop, though. I'll need to fill that back in. We'll hit this edge one more time just to get that knocked down. And I think... Oh, there's a rut right there. I can see it. You can see it, too. I know you can. But we'll hit that here in a minute. Gotta get, see right here? We gotta smooth that out before we can even try. If we don't, it's gonna be chaos. There we go. Perfect. Just go back over this side right here just to make sure we didn't hit anything. Oh, it is leaving a rut, isn't it? So we're gonna have to make sure that we're being very diligent. That sucks. But it is leaving ruts everywhere, so... I'm sure a better tractor wouldn't be doing so much ruttage. That's okay. That rock is going to be a problem. I'm calling it right now. Let's say one more round across. You know, going that way, of course. And I think we have all the ruts out. See, it's almost like it's flattening on the right side of the thing, flattening it down. And it's like stealing from the left side to do it. I don't know, it's weird to explain it. I just wish it kind of took the average height and just averaged it out from the available sand. But I don't know. I still think the steamroller should be kind of a bigger utility than what it already is. There we go. I gotta find the place to abandon ship right here. Where's marching mode? There it is. Probably shouldn't have parked it all the way back here. Oh, the great thing about this thing too, as slow as this thing is moving, there's a low gear, meaning I can go even slower. Here we go. This is gonna be the challenge. Can't even get off the thing. Here we go. All right. My goal isn't exactly to 100% pave this. It is merely just to make a paved road that the trucks can drive on. Looking good is kind of just a secondary task. And boy howdy is this thing failing at it. Come on, baby. You got this. I believe in you. I don't really. I know roughly where to stop. Which is about right here where this rock is. Yeah, because you see that rut? Just because I know I can at least get up to this point. Let's just kind of start covering our base. There we go. Oh, I messed up. I feel like going downhill should be easier. You see that, don't you? It missed a spot. And then it didn't even get all the way up to the top. There we go. Got it. So let's do it this way. There you go. It's all about cheating. You gotta cheat the system, right? Go! Where am I going? Nope. Unacceptable. You get back there and you cover that. I knew it was gonna happen. This thing just will not turn. There we go. Just want to make sure I'm getting everything proper. Please, Rock, don't do this. Like, you can come along, I don't care, just don't get in the way. I'm stuck. I am like fully stuck. I can get back up. There we go. Yeah. See, you gotta have faith in your machinery. I'm not trying to cover, like, every square inch of this. But I don't want to leave, like, a bunch of open sand, you know? Like, I'm okay with leaving that bit of sand there. That's not gonna kill me. And I want to come back and get just this little bit right here. Yeah, I want to get this, yeah. Honestly, I think it looks nicer like this. There we go. Now, learning from my mistake of parking it far too far away, that was proper English, I will now continue to make the mistake of now putting it where I probably won't get it out of. By the way, if you wondered what the inside of this thing looks like trash, really. I'm sure the newer one looks a lot nicer. I'm sure the other one, the newer one, would be faster. Just so that way you know I did not miss this and ignored it. There you go. There we go. Now we go down the hill. Probably go a little bit faster too. The thing I find great is, even though we did all this work, if I was to tell them to try again to use the road, they will still get stuck. Like, the problem has not yet been resolved. So I can't even make them start heading this way because it's not going to work. Once I get that just a little bit further up ahead, yes, the problem will be fixed. But right now, we're at the point where they're getting stuck. Like that rut right there, that's where they're getting stuck. I was having them go around it before, but I guess the pathing just messed up and they decided to start going into it. So once I get this area all done, they will have no problem with it again. It's also probably worth mentioning at this point that I benefit nothing from doing this, because having them use the road does not give me supplies or anything. So there is no point to be fixing this road in the first place. It is simply because I want to. Oh, we got another one of them spots. Ew. Don't you dare get mud all over my nice steamroller. Rust is one thing, but dirt, unacceptable. There we go. Look at that. Wasn't so bad. Yeah, there's that little rut right there, but honestly, not bad. Not bad at all. Let's grab our dump truck right here. And let's continue. We're very close. Wait, there's a wall there. And we're in the rut. There's more sand in there. There's more sand than I thought. Well, the good thing is the rut is pretty much taken care of with that. But we ain't done yet. Oh, no, no, no. We still got lots to do. Thread the needle. Wait. One of these days I'm gonna hit one of those ruts, or not ruts, but one of those speed bumps. It's gonna make me do a front flip for style. Like this one here. I might hit that one day and just go tumbling over. Gotta figure a way out to fix that. I just dump just a touch of sand, flatten it again, and then try to steamroll it. This road's nice. This is so nice. Driving on that, oh, that was perfect. What's not perfect is all these limey rocks. Yep. Gonna need about 4 more. I don't know, how many would you say are left? I'm gonna say 4 more loads should be enough to get a pretty big area done. I'm gonna go with 4. I will say though, if you could have like, say, multiple people along, since I know this is co-op, if you could have several friends with you and you have like, say, 4 people, you have 2 dump trucks and 2 bladers, that would make going back and forth and getting this nice and flat pretty quick. I think this part's probably the best I've done. Feels nice to drive on. Doesn't try to throw you around. I don't like that you have to go over it 7 times to blade it, but we do what we must. Perfect. That was 1. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. Getting a little sketchy there now. There we go. 2. I need a little bit in that spot right there. Where am I going? See? Exciting when you get thrown around. I should probably make that an easier turn to make. Like, I should probably come back and work on that and make it more of a straight shot instead of such a wild turn. I should come bulldoze this down and I should rework it. I mean, as I'm going down this road, you can see a lot of areas where I really just need to tear it up, redo it, and figure it out. I wasn't very patient, and I was only going over it once or twice. What you have seen me doing is going over it about 4 times, 5 times. Just enough to really flatten it down and make sure I'm getting out as much of the ruts as I can. So I'm being a lot more patient with it than I have been before. Well, not what I wanted to do, but it's what got done. This will be 3. It needs to go right about here. And then I think if I can just get it down, well, let me check something now before I say anything. This isn't a rut, is it? This is... Okay, yeah, that's just dirt. That's not mud. They can't get stuck on that. Okay. Just one more drop. I would say maybe in this little centerpiece right here. And then I should have enough to just work with it. And right up against that. Such a nice road. Yeah, see right there? There's no way there's going to be enough sand to sit there and work this. So we need to get up in there. We only need a little bit though, so that's fine. There we go. And just for the sake of having enough in this spot, perfect. Let's see what we can do. I'll only be parked over here. I'll park over here. Perfect. Beautiful. Give me this guy. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot to fill up that spot where that rock is, didn't I? Oh, son of a gun. I don't really have a choice. I gotta put sand in there because that is where I'm gonna be blading. So I need it. Gotta have it. Whoops. I was trying to look at that ship that's over there. Can't see it now, but it's over there. See him over there? Wonder if you can get to it. I wonder if I can concrete him in, or asphalt him in. Just dump so much goddamn sand, build a road out there, and just keep surrounding it. Taking pirating to a whole new level. I mean, if you're dumb enough to stay anchored somewhere off the shore long enough for me to build a road out to you to surround you, then I guess that makes you the fool. I'll come back and fix that later. I just gotta make sure this road works once we're done. There we go. I didn't need to knock over those trees. I just felt like it. Now we can go ahead and do sand flattening. The logistics of this will make sense later. Well, I don't want to say I promise, but I will make this make sense later. Right now, we just gotta flatten out a road. And I might even do the manual mode to sit there and scrape these rocks out. these rocks are killing me. Not like literally, but like figuratively. Their mere presence just makes me upset. Ooh, I got close to hitting that. There we go. I gotta flatten this down smoother. Because if I do decide to build a road going the other way, unlikely, but in case I do, I want to make sure I have plenty of room to expand. Plus, I need to make sure I flatten this down really well. Gotta go over that one more time. If I do every inch, or not every inch, but every space at least twice, maybe even 3 times, I guess it will smooth itself out. I don't know. It still looks like there's ruts there to me. But I'm trying. I guess I should push this as far as it will go, shouldn't I? Probably wasn't a good idea to do that. Probably not a good idea. I probably should do that again. Probably should not start from the middle. Probably should always start from the very back. That was my fault. I learned my lesson. Learned my lesson. That was a big oopsie moment. Start from back here, then try that again. This way it'll actually lower artificially. There, see, a lot more smoother, better transition. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I probably use a lot more sand than I'm supposed to for the game. But they didn't really give you a tutorial per se. It was more of you can put sand down, blade it, then put concrete on, or asphalt on top of it. So there was really no instructions on what you're supposed to do or how much to use. There we go. See that little rut right there? I feel like I could have avoided that. But, to be fair, there's a lot less ruts in this one than there was the other one. Well, I say that as I looked at one. Looks nice to me. I forget, I'm going backwards, not forwards. So my controls are backwards. Now we'll move over. And do this last little bit. Hopefully that rock doesn't get in the way. Well, the rock's out of the way now, at the very least. I'm gonna have to go back over because look at that. I'm gonna get stuck on that if I try using it. The bunker, the paver thing. Also, I'm not sure why this spot didn't go so neatly. Sure why it's so bumpy right there. I don't think there's anything I can do about it, is there? But we'll start back at this side, then we'll do one swipe, and then we'll go ahead and put the asphalt down. We're only doing one swipe. Oops, wrong way again. Yeah, see, look at all that extra. I could probably get away with using a lot less than I do. Yep, it's just taking little hits and pots at a time, but it's working. want, yes, I'll re-asphalt all this dirt. That's not a problem. Get this rock out of here. Curious as to what the heck happened right here. Why so much extra dirt keeps coming up. Look at that. Well, besides that right there, that is going to be kind of hard to fix. But I think I got this as good as I can make it. Like, this is the best I could do. If I had better machinery, probably could do even better. There we go. One last hurrah. Still giving me a little lumpty-doo right there. What is going on? That it sits there and keep giving me ruts. Nothing I can do about it, really. Not to my knowledge. Can I kind of hit down the center and get rid of it? I think so. Yes. But it just makes a rut somewhere else. You know what? I'll take that rut right there, because at least the main part of the road will still work with it. But because I am a glutton for punishment, I want to try again. I know they say leave well enough alone and quit while you're ahead, but I don't know when to quit. Still there, but nowhere near as bad as it was. I just need to get off the road so I can start using the paver. There we go. We'll go right here. Here we go. might have to come back to do that one. Don't worry, I'll get it. I'll get it. It's gonna get got. But let's not hold ourselves out. We got a mission. And that mission is to finish this road. God, this thing sucks. But she's working. She's my workhorse. Until she starts getting stuck. Then she's a quitter. I just need to get out of the little rut that I was in. There we go. Come on, you got this. Nope, 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 nope. What's that? There you go. No one's gonna sit there and say I half-baked this job. Might not be union, but I still gonna give it my best. To a degree. I'm stuck again, aren't I? Oh, yeah, I am. Let's try not getting stuck this time, please. I'm actually not sure if they have a form of AAA down in South Africa. I'm sure they do, I just don't know what they call theirs. Don't worry, I'll get it. I'll get back to that. There we go. Don't worry, I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna hit it. Don't you worry. Told you. And don't worry, I'm gonna hit right here too. Just have to do it differently. Not what I wanted. Doing this backwards is kind of difficult. That. There we go. Ah, it kicked me off. That's good. You know, I'm gonna admit, I'm kind of sad to see this finishing up. I was hoping to keep going, but we're at 3.5 hours. 3 hours, 39 minutes, really. And this road is coming to a close. Yeah, see all this down here, this isn't really good enough to consider it proper, but it's proper. Like that it still has steam coming off of it. That's a really nice feature. One more little jaunt after this just to get the very edge. We'll be all good. And we can be proud of ourselves. Feel like, nope, that's just weird. Okay. There we go. There we go. As terrible as this road is, we now have from right here all the way up to here done. And I will come back eventually and I will kind of straighten this up. I'll like knock down these trees or whatever. And I'll probably try to straighten that up so that way it's more of a leadway. And I will actually off stream take care of this. But now it is the moment of truth. Infrastructure. Where did this one fail? From harbor base to transit point. Where did this one fail at? Oh, it failed out here. That's okay, because I... Oops, will you stop? Come on, let me do this. I made a road from right here so that way they can come out of here, come around, and they don't have to deal with all this slop anymore. So that one, I just need to refocus it. But from right here, you could see where they were struggling at. So now I can have them get on the road proper. Probably stay close to center line. They don't have to dodge and weave anything now. They can stay center of the road. There's nothing for them to get stuck on. Yeah. They every now and again they try to go off the line there, but they figure it out every once in a while. But yeah, getting them on the road is perfect. Dispatch. Let's spectate, shall we? Because I've actually not watched where they come from, so I might need to sit there and build a road on this side of it too. It just depends on how badly they have to deal with obstacles. Oh, that don't look good, does it, Sam? I am 100% gonna have to come over here and build a road, or at least put sand down, because look at all of this they have to navigate, and they were getting past this. I guess it's not bad, it's just water. Where's he going? What are you doing, dude? Yeah, I might have to come over here and put sand down and just make a road. Because right there, that's not good. Right here is perfectly fine. They have no problem here. There's our road. There's our road. You see it? All right. Nice easy transition there. Perfect. Come on, buddy. Show us how good we did. If they get stuck somewhere, I would be impressed. They are very slow. Like, they don't try to hit top speed. Where are you going, dude? There's nothing in here for you to swerve. It's okay, he's just enjoying it. See, he's putting it to the test. And I will fix that off stream as well. Is he gonna handle the turn just fine? Yes, he is. He might not like that little mound there, but he handled it like a champ. perfectly good transition. Does a little dodge and weave. Well, I say he doesn't go very fast. I said earlier they don't try to get to top speed. He does have, what, 6 in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think it is. So he's got like 6 slabs of concrete in there. All right. Look at that. Perfect. And the other one is hitting the road now. Why can't I spectate you? There we go. Look at it. He's going to hit the road. Beautiful transition. And the thing is, it doesn't matter. I don't get the concrete. Because if you see in the upper right where it has the concrete slab, the wood, the iron, and the steel pipe, whatever. Or the steel beam, steel pipe, the logs, and the concrete slabs. I don't get any from them finishing up now. I need to plan this route, which would be fine. Like, this road here is perfectly fine. Over here was not my best work. Like, this road is definitely, you could see how not great it was. First attempts and all that. I mean, I could try to set one. I don't think there really is a need to. Just get some in line. It'd be hilarious if that bridge collapsed. I'm not, don't want to be mean about it, but it would be really funny if the bridge collapsed. There we go. I know I don't have to be so perfect with the turns. But they give me a whole bunch, so might as well. Alright, let's spectate this idiot and see what happens. Oh, it's one of those trucks. Are you just plain stupid? Go away. Okay, that was not them being stupid. That was me being stupid. Let's try that again. That was not the fault of him. That was the fault of the guy who sent him there. I thought he was gonna come out of that like little yellow one. See, he should not have trouble right here because that's just water. That's not a rut. Not gonna lie, all those trucks, all those cars like just rear-ending each other and getting stuck was pretty dang funny. Not gonna lie, that was... I got a good chuckle. Ooh, I could build like a road from here to over there. Boom, boom, over there. I could do that. Or I could go from over here to across because then I'd have easy access to sand. Give me an excavator. I would dig holes with an excavator all day. Don't you touch that. Good. I know I built this bridge, but it already looks like it's just the worst bridge possibly made. Okay, they're following, so they got through. I forgot to push these pipes out of the way. Oh, here comes my road. Here's my first road that I made. So as you can see, wasn't the best one. I'll tear it up. I'm gonna tear it up. I'm gonna redo it off stream. That'll be a off stream one. But looks like the one guy got through. I don't know about his companion. Oh, yep, they got through. They shouldn't have problems over here. Like, this should be easy. Like, this is their road. This is South African road building. So, like, I can't be blamed if they can't make it from here. Is he gonna go into the thing? SOB. Frick is that? What is that? They've got some, might need to change this to come over here.
Oh, jeez. Not bad at all. I might need to raise my standards so I don't get impressed so easily every time. Next on our agenda is the gas power plant and the steel pipes facility.
No. Ooh, look at this palace. I wonder if I could build a road to that palace, like just a straight road. That, however, will have to be for another day. Get to the gas power plant, find a way to the steel pipes facility. Where is the steel pipes facility? I'm assuming that's this one. What's this one? Oh, that's the gas power plant? Then what's this? Substation. Different. Okay. Bring help to Panama. Who's Panama? Oh. I'm guessing they want me to... From transit point to Panama. Okay, well. There is one major issue, and I think that is this part right here is collapsed. So I'll need to either build a bridge, but I'm going to build a road. Lots of sand. Lots of sand and lots of time wasted, I'll say. Because over here, I did not know this before, but this here, that's collapsed. This up here, this is also collapsed. Like, you can see just how far down collapsed it is. I'm 100% gonna fill that in with sand, and I'm 100% going to build a road. I'm not gonna build a bridge, because you could build a bridge from here to here. 100% you could do it. I'm not gonna do it. It's gonna be a road with sand. And it's gonna be a road with sand over here too, because again, you can see just how far down that dives. And that is gonna also be on a stream. Probably this first one. Second one's gonna be its own stream. But with that, I think we're gonna go ahead and call it for the night. We are just at 4 hours, or just shy of 4 hours of streaming. And all that was, 4 hours, was to build a road from... I think we started like right about here. Yeah, we started right about here. Paved all this. And we built a road from here to here in 4 hours. One person building a road from here to here in 4 hours. And I am expecting to be able to build a road across here. So, that's going to be fun. I hope to see everybody there. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope you all have a great rest of your night.